Breaking news this morning, Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools have finally decided how schools will look next month. Fox 46 breaking down all the options that you have for your child.
And more coronavirus outbreaks reported in Gaston County. Health leaders are urging you to take this seriously. We have the latest numbers that have some experts worried.
And justice for George Floyd, his family now suing the officers involved in his death.
It was not just the knee of Officer Derek Chauvin on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, but it was the knee of the entire Minneapolis Police Department.
How the lawsuit could impact the future of the entire police department as Good Day Charlotte at 8 a.m. starts right now.
Good morning. You're watching Fox 46, Good Day Charlotte.
Welcome in to Good Day Charlotte on Fox 46. One more minute now, closer to 9, which puts us one more minute, guys, closer to Friday, because it's Friday Junior. Thanks for being with us here on that day. I'm Paige Failing.
And I'm Brigida Mack.
Good Thursday, everyone. Jason Harper here with you as well. Chuck Rhodes has the day off. Meteorologist Nick Koser there, though, taking a look at the temps, the little roller coaster ride. Doesn't look like it's coming down anytime soon.
Nope. We are still at the peak, it looks like, and we're probably going to stay there for a while. It's the last 7 days, and we have seen 90-degree high temperatures for the last 6 of them, and 4 of those days have been in the middle 90s. So we are in the middle of a really hot heat streak. 89 was the last 80-degree high temperature that we've seen. And again, that might as well be 90, right? That was last Thursday, a week ago. So it's a hot stretch. And we're on our way to another hot day out there today. Gastonia 79, Cheraw 79, Wadesboro 78. Here we go again. Sunny, generally sunny, kind of a partly sunny sky. 78 right now. Dew point is at 72. That's up there. That's tropical humidity, so it feels like about 80 degrees as you walk out the door. Warm, muggy, steamy, and that's going to last right into the afternoon. There will be a couple of stray showers and scattered storms out there, but overall, it's all about the heat, which continues to stick around. And yeah, those storm chances will increase as we head into this afternoon and then tomorrow and into the weekend. It's kind of a gradual uptick in the chance for a shower or storm in your neighborhood. Full details on that coming up with your 7-day here in just a bit. Right now, it's 8:02 on your Thursday morning. Let's get it back over to Brigida Mack.
Breaking news right now, an update to that house fire in Northeast Charlotte. I want to give you live pictures here. This is West Sugar Creek Road. Fox 46 just learned it took 28 firefighters about 10 minutes to get the flames under control. The good news, no one hurt in all of this, and traffic seems to be moving along as well as can be expected. We can also tell you no one hurt in this fire, the cause of which is still under investigation.
8:03 right now. Breaking news that we've been following all morning long. After hours of back and forth, CMS leaders finally have decided how long your kids will be back in the classroom. And it's not for long. Fox 46's Jamal Goss is live with the details of that plan. Jamal, good morning.
Jason, good morning. For the first 2 weeks, CMS will have in-class orientation for all students. And then on the 3rd week, on August 31st, classes will move to virtual learning until further notice. The school board approving Plan B plus remote learning last night at an emergency board meeting. Now, the district will rotate students into 3 groups per school for the first 2 weeks. Groups would attend school 3 to 4 days during the 2 weeks. The 3rd week, students will move to 100% remote learning. Parents can enroll their child into remote learning on the first week if they don't want them to participate in the in-person orientation. Board members say the plan was designed to keep students and teachers safe during a time when coronavirus case numbers are increasing and teachers have concerns about the virus or how the virus could affect them. Board member Sean Strand voted against the plan. He says it didn't offer a reason why students could not return to school and socially distance longer than 2 weeks. The decision comes after Governor Roy Cooper released state guidelines with instructions on how school districts should reopen. Cooper's plan includes students wearing a face mask and socially distancing. Meantime, Superintendent Ernest Winston says the move would mean 2,100 jobs could be at risk. Jobs like janitors and cafeteria employees, they cannot work from home. Reporting live this morning in Charlotte, I'm Jamal Goss, Fox 46, getting results.
All of this leads to today's sound-off question. Fox 46 asking, are you happy with CMS's plan for schools this fall? Call with your answer. Just dial into the number here on your screen, 704-944-3448. Here's what some of you have had to say so far.
The children need to go back to school. That's the bottom line. It's idiotic for them to learn from home because they don't. They have a hard enough time learning in school, let alone being responsible for themselves, which children basically can't be responsible for much of anything.
Time to weigh in. That number 704-944-3448.
The reopening of schools continues that conversation for many counties in our area today. In Catawba County, the school board set to meet tonight at 5 to talk about its plans. Cabarrus County already has a virtual academy application window open. If parents want to sign up for remote learning, you have until the end of the month to apply. Iredell Statesville schools will offer both in-person and remote learning. One parent we spoke to is happy about that plan, but admits she's worried about her son.
My kindergartner, he also has a speech impediment, so not being able to see a mouth moving is not going to help him learn how to use his words correctly. But I also fully understand wearing the mask.
Schools there will operate at half capacity. All students, kindergarten through 12th grade, will have to wear cloth masks, and both students and staff will have temperature checks.
Lincoln County schools have released their reopening guidelines. Schools will work under 25% capacity during those first 2 weeks. Students will then be separated into 4 groups based on their last names. They'll attend school in person 1 day a week during that time. Schools will then transition to 50% capacity on August 31st. One group will attend school on Monday, Tuesday, while the other attends on Thursday, Friday. All schools will be closed on Wednesdays for deep cleaning.
School districts in South Carolina, meanwhile, have until tomorrow to come up with a plan for reopening there. Governor Henry McMaster saying those plans must include giving parents a choice of either sending their children to school for 5 days or having them learn at home. He also says schools should consider school starting on September 8th. Right now, health leaders in Gaston County are urging you to take COVID-19 more seriously there. This as the cases continue to rise and more outbreaks are reported. Fox 46's Amber Roberts live in Belmont with a closer look at the data that has experts concerned. Amber.
Well, Paige, leaders in Gaston County say out of the last 15,000 people who were tested, 12% of them came back positive for the virus. There are a number of reasons for the increasing number of COVID cases in Gaston County, but they say one reason is that after Memorial Day weekend, those stay-at-home orders started to be lifted, and that's when we started to see this upward trend. Within the last week, 5 COVID-19 outbreaks have been reported. Health leaders tell Fox 46 the most concerning is at the Bryan Center Health and Rehabilitation on Cox Road in Gastonia. 15 residents and 2 staff members have tested positive. The health department is now urging everyone to continue wearing masks, and right now the Gaston County manager says there have been no talks about any further mandates, including cutting off alcohol sales at bars and restaurants. Live this morning in Gaston County, I'm Amber Roberts, Fox 46, getting results.
New this morning, another federal execution is moving forward. The Supreme Court ruled to allow the execution of Wesley Perkey. A jury convicted him of kidnapping, raping, and killing a 16-year-old girl, then dismembering and dumping the teen's body in a septic pond. Perkey also convicted of using a claw hammer to kill an 80-year-old woman who had polio. The ruling comes just 2 days after Daniel Lewis was executed by lethal injection for torturing and killing a family. Tuesday marked the first federal execution in 17 years.
New details this morning. One man is now behind bars for the shooting and killing of 8-year-old Sequoia Turner in Atlanta. Police say that 19-year-old Julian Conley is charged with felony murder and aggravated assault. He is expected to make his first court appearance later today. The 8-year-old was in the car with her mom and another person when police say that a group of people started shooting at the car.
Also new, an official investigation being launched now into Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher, his administration, and the city's police department. Officials there will be taking a closer look at the handling of the Breonna Taylor case and the protests that followed. Louisville police shot and killed the black 26-year-old EMT after they mistakenly entered her apartment while she slept back in March. She was shot 8 times.
New details this morning. The family of George Floyd will be suing the officers involved in his death, as well as the city of Minneapolis. Fox's Mike Tobin has more on how this lawsuit could impact the future of the city's police department.
I can't breathe all the time. Stating that Minneapolis police officers had been trained with, quote, killology or warrior-style training in a culture with a long history of racism, civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump filed the lawsuit on behalf of the family of George Floyd, killed under the weight of a Minneapolis police officer.
It was not just the knee of Officer Derek Chauvin on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, but it was the knee of the entire Minneapolis Police Department.
Reporters have now been able to see body cam video from 2 of the officers at the scene, which starts before the initial encounter with George Floyd. The contact initially becomes tense when Officer Thomas Lane demands, "Let me see your hands," and pulls a gun. The encounter spirals downward over roughly a half hour as George Floyd becomes more panicked and emotional. He sobs and says, "I'm going to die in here. I just had COVID and I don't want to go back to that. Man, I'm scared," as expletive. As officers attempt to load him into a police SUV, Floyd complains that he is claustrophobic and he cannot breathe long before he's on the ground. After a prolonged struggle that ends with Floyd on the ground, it is Officer Thomas Lane who inquires about his breathing, asking, should we roll him on his side? The response from Officer Derek Chauvin is no, he's staying put where we got him. Okay, says Lane, I just worry about the excited delirium or whatever.
It's this deliberate indifference. Even with him saying I can't breathe, they still put him face down, had him handcuffed. He was clearly restrained.
That was Mike Tobin reporting. The Minneapolis Charter Commission met Wednesday about the chance of disbanding the police department altogether and replacing it instead with the Community Safety and Violence Prevention Department. A change like that would have to get on the ballot and be approved by voters before it went into effect.
Coming up on Good Day Charlotte, the UNC Charlotte football team has a new star player. The heartwarming moment. An 8-year-old battling cancer was welcomed into the family.
And a 6-year-old hailed as a hero, how he jumped into action to save his little sister.